I would very much like to see the living room walls. Oh,
Are you ready, Jen? Are you ready to go back to Home Depot? Tell us.
it's been 8 years.
That's okay. Just tell us anything you can remember.
Do you want me to do this job or not, Mr. Sean? It's been 8 years, and we are so in need of some fresh paint. So, yeah, it turns out I was so excited to get into this project after recording that Titanic parody intro that I forgot to record an actual intro. Hi all, I'm Jen. Welcome to Valley Buzzsaw. In this video, you'll see part 3 of my 3-part series as I completely transform my living room and furniture. If you missed either of the other videos, I will leave links down in the description. While you watch me get things prepped and some of the smaller projects out of the way like spray paint and curtain washing, I just want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Also, please consider subscribing and click all on the bell menu. That way you'll be notified every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time when I upload a brand new video. After finishing the spackle, sanding, and wiping down the walls, I took a minute to vacuum around the edges and pull everything into the middle of the room. As it stood at the beginning of this project, we had 3 different colors on the walls in the living room. My goal for the space was to unify 3 of the walls with a soft grayish color that acts as a perfect complementing contrast to the deep ocean blue feature wall. After tossing out some drop cloths, I got to work cutting in and rolling on the gray paint. As you can see, I cut in without masking off with tape. I've talked before about how I do that, so I'll put a link to that video down in the description. I used a whiz roller for this color because 2 of the walls had window and door openings, as well as smaller areas that made a larger roller cover seem like overkill. This was the largest wall where I used the gray, but it doesn't have any texture, so the smaller roller worked like a charm. I roll in continuous stripes from top to bottom, then load the roller and cross over the wet edge of the paint with the next stripe. Also, I like to start about 6 or so inches from the top of the wall, then roll up to the ceiling and then down, so the heaviest paint right out of the tray doesn't have any chance to drip or hit the ceiling by mistake. At the end here, my table was in the way of the roller pole, so I painted the top first, unscrewed the pole from the handle, and then finished the bottom with just the handle, making sure to feather into the wet edge of the top part of the wall. Then I repeated all of those steps on any other wall where I used this color paint. First cutting in with the brush, then rolling. On this last wall, I left the screws up because the art was already measured out to where I wanted, so I cut in around them. But this is the boring color. You want to see the blue, right? Let's get to it. Painting is tedious, so I won't bore you by showing this whole wall. I did things in the same order, cutting in, then rolling. On this wall, I used a standard size roller cover, also in 1/2 inch nap. At the end of the day, I wrapped both of my rollers so I could get the second coat up the next morning. I did the rest of the painting off camera. You're welcome. The last thing I did was put a fresh coat of white on all the baseboard trim, let everything cure overnight, and then got to putting this room back together again. Remember this? Yeah, this piece acted as my inspiration piece for this entire living room redo. I picked this up about a month ago and I did a whole thrift flip video, so if you guys haven't seen that, I'll link to that down in the description. I knew I was going to paint the accent wall this blue color, and I knew that I wanted white trim, and this just kind of got all the juices flowing. Because honestly, I never imagined that I would go quite as far as I did with this living room remodel. In fact, this project took on basically a life of its own. And the final result? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that right now. All Titanic parodies aside, our living room really is the heart of our home. And I'm so excited to finally get this really deep ocean blue color up on our living room wall to really solidify and bring this whole space together. And of course, because I can just never seem to stop, now I'm really noticing that the rug and the curtains in here are just way too teal to go with this more like New England-y blue vibe that we have going on. I don't really mind that for now, but I am going to end up wanting to replace those at some point in the future. And I may or may not take you guys along for that ride. Pretty unlikely that I will, but there could be some more stuff in here, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what the other two pieces of art are going to be, or we may just build out a whole entertainment center around that lovely maple looking wood that I did with the faux. The other thing that I'm definitely going to want to do in here, we're planning on putting 2 shelves, pretty long, probably in the range of about 3 feet, right next to either side of the TV. That way we can move the lights up and off of the bookshelves, and we can put some decorative stuff up there that we really actually need in this space, like a clock. That would be the first thing. So you may want to subscribe to the channel because I have a feeling I'm going to go do a few thrift flips and try to find myself a couple of accessories for this room. If you want to subscribe, you will find that big old red button right down below. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you guys could give it a thumbs up. You will also find that right down below. Once you've subscribed and the bell menu appears, if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, whether it's in this particular series or any of the other series that we do over here on this channel, feel free to click all on the bell menu and you'll be notified when we put out new videos. I try to put out a new video every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time and would absolutely love to have you here for the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a really fantastic weekend and we'll catch you in the next one. And the only thing that separates you from the color of paint that you want on your wall
is a loud
is a
voice.
loud voice.
Okay.
No, that was no. Okay, one more time with that one. All right, let me pause that and watch it, and we'll see how that goes.
Probably one more take.
Probably one more take. Itchy. Oh, itchy. So itchy. Oh. I think that was a winner, actually. I think that's the one we're gonna keep.
Good.
Let me stop it and watch it. Don't move. Ugh. The second I get here, the stupid cloud. Like we ever have clouds in Phoenix, except today. Okay, come on, son. Come on, son. I'm just gonna keep rolling because this way, as soon as the sun comes back, I can just record the line immediately and I don't have to like push play, record, blah, blah. The sun may never come back till I hit stop, obviously. Can I reverse psychologize you, son? We're gonna pause this then, we're gonna stop it now, yeah, maybe, yeah. Should I just?